I was watching a live stream the other day by my man Steve Lookner over at Agenda Free TV.
Good evening, everybody. It is Steve Lookner with Agenda Free TV. We are here to bring you a live update on the Charlie Kirk assassination and the investigation into it.
I was watching it off and on a live stream he was doing last night about the new developments in the murderer of Charlie Kirk guy. And, there's new information coming out. This is a fresh, this is a relatively recent case. It turns out this son perhaps had a roommate that was trans, apparently, that he was dating. So, okay, it's turning out he maybe had there's a trans roommate, right? Okay, and that was whatever. And so what are his comments doing, right? What is dumbass America doing, right? They're doing one of two things. They're either going, see, I knew he was a commie. I knew he was a liberal commie. He got tempted by the trans. I knew it. He wasn't just a Trumper. And then the other side is like going to do one of two things. The other side, we all know who the other side is from, right? That's the liberals, right? And the liberals are either going to be going like, I was just hoping he was just like a Trump guy. And somehow, even though it wouldn't make any sense at all, he just shot him because those people are so unstable. But okay, so there's a trans connection. Or they're like, fuck yeah, dude. They're like, hell yeah, man. He is our savior. We can't start worshiping this guy and saying that he's great, just like the Luigi guy that we know very little about, but we just know that he's a good looking guy and he might be gay. And then he killed the rich guy we've never heard of, but we just love that. And that's great. And vigilante justice is just great. And they're going to have one of those two reactions. And so they're all like, yeah, I'm gonna rub out like me, just blah, 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 in the comments, but like talking just everything's just like allegations. And then after a while, you get people saying, you start accusing Steve Lookner from Agenda Free TV of raking the muck. He's a muckraker. Why are you still talking about this? And like, why is it so important? Both sides are kind of like, why is this so important? Like, like Charlie Kirk's dead. What does it matter that you're being, what's the word I'm looking for? Sensationalist. It's like, why are you dwelling in this? And he has to keep going. Guys. Okay. This is a fucking high profile murder case. So if it turns out that Mr. Mormon Trump family law enforcement pastor guy was dating a trans when he did this, that's part of a motive. That's just the way it works. I know to you out here, it's sports, right? It's either good for your team or it's bad for your team, and that's all you care about. It's the same thing when Charlie Kirk got shot. You got guys just crying their eyes out that this savior of a guy who was just like a fucking conservative pundit guy. That's all he was. And he pushed the conservative pundit stuff. All right. He had an innovative sort of format where he was going and having these conversations with college kids we all know are the most misguided liberal people in the world. And then he would have these conversations. So you either got these conservative crying about this shit, or you have the liberal out here just, I'm walking on a cloud. You got people who are just like, my week is just, it's just so elevated. It's so great that this one pundit got killed in front of everybody. And it's so great. I love it. I mean, you guys want to just fight. You guys just want to bomb each other. It's absolutely no fucking level-headed, logical, nuanced, gray area for anybody in any way about this. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Liberals floating on clouds, gloating about a guy getting shot, and conservatives crying their eyes out about some fucking holy roller Baptist fucking debater guy who just sort of mastered the art of the conservative viewpoint agenda of emphasis on things, and you're sad about that. It's like it's a bummer, but for real, he wasn't even a politician, he wasn't even a leader, he was just a pundit. But no, Trump's going to make it so there's going to be like official White House like funerals for this guy. Great. And then the other side of it, showing his hand. And I didn't even listen to the wife do the presentation with the chair that was empty and shit. The fuck out of here, man. That is just horror. It's so ridiculous. And she looks it's like a ministry. All it is just a modern day ministry, but instead of talking about stuffy old like the Bible and stuff, they're going to talk about where the rubber meets the road, but it's still the same ideas, and it's all backed up on like this reactionary Christianity. And then you got these fucking liberals who are just be like, you see them gloating, and it's shocking. It's shocking how happy they are about this. I mean, guys, like, you know what? It's one thing to say you should have reverence for someone that was killed, or you're not having the right tone. Like, I just want to know, why are you so happy? Like, what do you think this has solved? What do you think this is going to improve that this guy got shot and killed? What is this? How is this in any way going to benefit your cause of wanting to have, I would assume, progressive legislation and tolerance? How? Well, okay. I think there's only one way that anybody who's gloating about Charlie Kirk getting killed and laughing and making jokes, which is fine. I don't give a fuck about jokes. But I'm just saying, if that's like fueling your life and you love it so much, right? And you're so happy about it, like, obviously it doesn't improve. It doesn't improve the phenomenon of it's like, which one less fucking Trumper? It's one less Trumper. And that's that's just worth celebrating for you, a high profile one. And do you fucking think that is going to lessen their movement in any way? Are you at all aware of how this can be used to make it even more up for the people who are against what you want? Do you have any understanding about that? Are you fucking, you understand how the world works? Gloating fucking liberals. And I yell at you specifically because theoretically you're kind of my people. Whatever, not really, but kind of, because the Bible is beyond. So I just riddle me that. God damn it. So my man Steve Lookner on Agenda Free TV, he's just like, guys, this has to do with a high-profile murder case. This could establish a motive. And actually, it's also interesting news-wise because trans people and stuff like that it's a hot-button issue. So this is going to be quite the historic murder trial. But no, that's not what people talk about. It's all just whether the Giants or the Dodgers are winning their ideological soccer Super Bowl. Like, grow up. Jesus.